Video opens with an animation of a key labeled insulin, struggling to open a rusty lock on a cell door. Small, glowing particles labeled glucose bounce off the door, unable to enter. Imagine your body's cells are like tiny houses, each with a locked door. To get the energy they need to function, a sugar particle called glucose needs to get inside. But it can't do it alone. It needs a key. That key is a hormone called insulin, which unlocks the cell door, allowing glucose to enter and provide fuel. This system works perfectly to power everything you do, from thinking to moving. But what happens when this lock stays rusty and the key no longer fits? Animation shifts to show a pancreas working overtime, pumping out a flood of insulin keys into the bloodstream. The bloodstream becomes visibly crowded with both insulin keys and glucose particles. When your cells stop responding properly to insulin, your body senses a problem. It thinks, we need more keys. So your pancreas goes into overdrive, pumping out more and more insulin to try and force those stubborn locks open. This creates a traffic jam in your bloodstream. It becomes crowded with both glucose that can't get into the cells and the excess insulin that's trying to help. This condition, where your cells ignore the signal from insulin, is called insulin resistance. It's the first step on a dangerous path. A timeline animation appears. It shows the pancreas becoming smaller and tired-looking. A graph next to it shows blood sugar levels creeping up, crossing a line for prediabetes, and then another for type 2 diabetes. At first, the pancreas can keep up, but it can't maintain that pace forever. Eventually, it becomes exhausted and can no longer produce enough insulin to overcome the resistance. As insulin levels falter, blood sugar levels begin to rise unchecked, leading first to prediabetes and, if left unmanaged, to full-blown type 2 diabetes. But the damage doesn't stop there. The high levels of glucose and insulin circulating in your blood are toxic to your blood vessels. They damage the delicate inner lining. This narrows your arteries, leading to high blood pressure and dramatically increasing your risk for heart attack and stroke. Your body also needs to do something with all that extra sugar. Your liver begins converting it into fat, which is often stored around your abdominal organs as visceral fat, leading to weight gain and further metabolic problems. This same underlying dysfunction is also linked to other serious conditions, like polycystic ovary syndrome and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The animation returns to the rusty lock, which is now being polished clean. An animated plate appears, filled with colorful vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains as junk food is pushed off screen. The good news is that this isn't a one-way street. In many cases, you can reverse the damage and polish that rusty lock. The most powerful tools are changes to your lifestyle, starting with your diet. By focusing on whole, unprocessed foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats while reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates, you can lower your blood sugar and give your body a chance to reset. An animated figure is shown running on a treadmill and lifting weights. Next, a figure is shown sleeping peacefully and then meditating calmly. Exercise is another crucial piece of the puzzle. When your muscles work, they can absorb glucose from the bloodstream with much less insulin needed, effectively creating a bypass for those rusty locks and giving your overworked pancreas a well-deserved break. Finally, don't underestimate the power of healthy habits like getting consistent, quality sleep, and managing your stress. Both poor sleep and high stress can worsen insulin resistance, so making them a priority is essential for your metabolic health. The video concludes with an animation of a friendly doctor talking with a patient. Insulin resistance is a serious warning sign that your body's metabolic health is in jeopardy, but it's also an opportunity to make positive changes. It is a condition that is often preventable and even reversible with the right approach. If you're concerned about your risk or are experiencing symptoms like fatigue, increased hunger, or difficulty losing weight, it's time to talk to a healthcare professional.